Hello, class, receiving students and teachers. Thank you. You may sit down. All right, class and receiving students, our strand for today, chance and data, and our sub-strand is on error and accuracy. Learning outcome 6.4.4, discuss sources of error meaningfully. Okay, I'd like anyone to tell me what is another word that is the same as error? The word error. Anyone? Anyone want to try? Okay, good. Jordan?
Mistake.
Okay, thank you, Jordan. Jordan says mistake. All right, another word. All right, for error is mistake. Anything else? Any other words that you can think of? Mistake. Come on. Or?
The state has been wrong.
Okay, thank you, or. The state, something being wrong, all right? Error, all right, good. So we can say error is a mistake or something that is wrong, okay, or not correct. All right, what about the word accuracy? Receiving students? Accuracy, what about accuracy? Have you heard of the word accuracy? And who can tell me what is another word for accuracy? Receiving students, you can tell your friends or tell the class, what is another word for accuracy? When you talk about accuracy, what are you talking about? So we already know that error is something that is a mistake. Error is a mistake. Error is something that is wrong, all right? That is not correct, it's wrong, an error. Okay, what about accuracy? Okay, Minol?
Correct.
All right, accuracy is, remember accuracy is when you get something correct, always correct, all right? That's accuracy, right? The correct information or correct measurement, correct answer, that is accuracy. You're getting it correct all the time. All right, our topic, lesson topic, receiving students and class is error from scale readings. All right, error from scale readings. Okay, error from scale readings meaning, like you said, the word error means a mistake. So sometimes when reading scales, there is a mistake. We always make a mistake Maybe in reading the scale or getting the answer, there's always a mistake there. So we're just going to look at some of the things that have error in them. Okay, so here I have, let's say, this is a piece of wood, okay? A piece of wood, and it's been measured using a ruler. Okay, let's say this is the ruler here. Okay, this is the ruler, and this is the piece of wood here. It's being measured. All right? Now, I have two examples. Example one. All right, if you look at this measurement of the ruler, measurement of the wood, this piece of wood, okay, the closest mark, it says the closest mark is 6 centimeters. Closest mark is 6 centimeters. If you round this one off, let's say this is around 5.6 something. So you round it off, the closest mark is 6 centimeters. Okay? Now, the true length is 6 centimeters minus the error bar shown. Okay, this here, this is the error bar. Okay, this is the error bar that is shown here. So because the reading is 6, you get the closest mark, 6 centimeters, you minus the error bar shown. Okay, that's example number one. All right, example number two. Here I have another piece of wood, okay, another piece of wood being measured. So what would be the closest mark here? If you round this one off, let's look at the ruler, okay, the measurement. What if you would round this one off? What would be the closest reading or the closest mark? 5 centimeters, class? 5 centimeters. The closest mark would be 5 centimeters because it's somewhere 5.2 centimeters. So you round it off to 5 centimeters. Okay. So the closest mark would be 5 centimeters. The true length would be 5 centimeters plus, this is the error bar, okay? This is the error, this black thing here. That's the error shown. So the true length would be 5 centimeters plus the length of the error bar. All right, we cannot say what the error is exactly, but we can say that sometimes the true length is the reading plus or minus the error. So if we have to write the reading, or we have to write the reading of this scale here, we would write it as, the reading would be written as 5, everyone look here, 5 centimeters, because it's, you round it off to the closest mark, 5. And then because it says sometimes the true length is the reading is 5 centimeters, plus or minus. So when you use the sign, you use this type of sign here, plus and minus at the bottom. Okay? Class, this is something new for you. So it's either plus or minus. Can you see? Receiving students? So it's either plus or minus. All right, 0.5 centimeters. Okay, why 0.5? Because this error bar here, it cannot go beyond 0.5, okay? It cannot go beyond 0.5 or half. It will have to stay half or less. Okay, it cannot go over. All right? So our reading would be written as 5 plus or minus 0.5 centimeters. Okay? Okay, receiving students and class, this is something a bit new, but this is called accuracy, error and accuracy. So our topic is on error from scale readings. So when we have an error like this, shown this is how we write it. Okay, this is how we are going to write it. Anyway, let's try and work things out together. Let's look at some examples together. Okay, let's have a look here. Okay, just the same with what I have on the board. All right. Okay, the drawing shows a piece of wood being measured with a ruler. All right, just that's the same example up there. Okay. Here you have the error bar, and the measurement is around 5.6 centimeters. But you round it off, you get the closest mark, which is 6 centimeters. Okay. All right. This is for example number 1. All right, example number 1. That's example number 2. That's the same with what I have here on the board. Example number 2. Okay. All right, now I want you to try this by yourself, okay? So we try it out yourself and we'll see whether you got something or not. Okay, let's try this one here. Look at this drawing, all right? What is the scale reading? All right, this piece of wood here is around let's say 4.3 something, 4.3 centimeters, okay? And here you have the error bar, all right? The piece of wood is measured 4.3 centimeters. Okay, I want you to use this example. Okay, try and use this example. Get the closest mark, all right? And remember, get this plus or minus, all right? Plus or minus. And don't forget 0.5 centimeters, okay, class? So I want you to try and work this one out quickly. This one here, this piece of wood, it's around 4.3 centimeters, okay? So I want you to get its reading. How will it be written? How will that scale reading, how will it be written? Can you do that now, please? And I'll just go through your answers and see if you've got the right thing, okay? Remember, this is an error, okay? It's an error and you have to correct it, all right? Just look at this example here and look at this answer here, all right? Try and look at this example that is on the board here. If not, we'll all do it together, okay? But I just want you to try, okay? We are all going to correct it together, receiving students, don't worry. But I just want you to try it out first. You try it out. If you get there, if you don't get it, okay, we'll correct it together. What is the scale reading? What is the scale reading? How are you going to write it? Okay, let's go through the activity together. All right. Firstly, I just want to go through with you this one here. I'll go through with you this reading here. Okay. Now it says, we express this, okay, that reading there by using the sign. Can you see the sign? There's plus at the top and minus at the bottom. That means it's plus or minus together. Can you see? Okay, this is a new sign. Maybe some of you haven't come across this yet, but when you go to the next level, then you will learn more about this. Okay, so plus or minus, the reading would be written as 5 plus or minus 0.5 centimeters. Okay, why? 5, why 5? 5 is because 5 centimeters is the nearest mark. Can you see? 5 centimeters is the nearest mark. All right? And why plus or minus? Because the error is sometimes over, meaning sometimes it's plus, more, or it's sometimes under, meaning sometimes less or minus. That's why you have this plus and minus sign. Okay, and the next one, why 0.5 centimeters? Sorry, why 0.5? Because this is half the difference between one scale mark and the next centimeter. It's talking about the error bar. That error bar here, it says because it is half the difference, all right? The error bar. So it's talking about the error bar. Okay. And centimeters because the scale is marked in centimeters. So let's try and give the answer for this one. Who can tell me what would be the reading? What will I write first? What number? Receiving students? What number will I write? 4. Yes, class. I write number 4 first, and then? Okay, that plus and this minus sign. Yes, see? Plus and the minus sign. You see? And then what will I write here? Yeah, 0.5 centimeters. Okay, because it's talking about the error bar. Error bar, it's talking about the error bar there. So it's 0.5, and then what will I write next? Centimeters. Okay? So that will be the reading of the scale. But when you go to the next level class, you're going to learn more about this, okay? But for now, we're just going to stop here, okay? When you move on to grade 7 and 8, you're going to learn more about error and accuracy, okay? And you learn more about this. All right, we're going to stop here, class and receiving students. Okay, just going through the answer there. The reading would be written as, like what we already got, 4 plus or minus 0.5 centimeters. 4, because 4 centimeter is the nearest mark. And plus or minus because the error is sometimes minus or plus. Our summary, the true length is reading plus the error and sometimes minus the error. Okay, and our key phrase for today's lesson, error from scale reading. And like I said, our next lesson, errors due to using tools. Okay, with that, thank you very much for your participation in today's lesson.